Okay, so as I was saying, surveys a lot easier to do. So when you're setting this up, what we want you to do is to actually think about how you're going to set this out. Now, everyone works differently, and it's totally your call how you do it. A visual diagram could be something like this. This is called a Gantt chart. And in a Gantt chart, you are thinking about all the steps of your research and when you think you're going to do them over the course of the term. So we are here, right? And so far, you have been doing your planning and your brainstorming, you've been doing your background research, and most of you have started your proposals. As part of that, you've actually engaged with your secondary reading and viewing as well. So, this is all stuff we've already done. This is a possible plan for you. This is not the plan though. So, this is one way for you to do it. But we want it to be a bit more specific if you can. So, what I would do is set yourself up with a table that says like weeks 9, 10, 11, holidays, 1, etc. And start actually planning for the things that we said you have to do. So if you know that in week 5 you would like to be doing your interviews, okay, 5 interviews, and you know from your research that you've done so far that you're going to do interviews with Professor W and Dr. X. Okay, that's what's going to happen for you in week 5. So let's flick back up here and we'll have a look at all the things we have to do first. So before we can do the interview, we need to send a reminder. Okay, so when are we going to send a reminder to these people? Well, I'd probably send it in the start of week 4. Start of week 5. So I'd have Monday, sending the reminder to Prof W and Dr. X. So we're looking good here, right? We've got it sorted. Then if we go back up a step again, all right, we've got to actually send the original email. So we want to give them some time to organize. It takes us a little while to get things going. So I'd be wanting to send that email out probably in our Tuesday lesson at the latest in week 3. Right? Then week 4, that means I haven't got anything to do involved with the interviews at the moment, but I'll have a think about what else I can do there. Then if I go back, all right, I need to be designing the questions and getting my ethics approval. Well, if I want my teacher to read that, I'm going to need to make sure that that's coming in at least week 2. So then when I contact my interviewees, I can actually give them an example of what I thought I was going to do. So that's really cool. Then let's have a look. What else have we got? Okay, doing some background research, drafting a contact email. All of that stuff's the prep work. So I think, yeah, I'm definitely going to try and get that done in week 1. I haven't figured out what day yet, but I'll just see how I go. That means that I need to make sure I have their contact details and I need to know who I want to contact by the time I get back to school. Now, week 11, I'm submitting my proposal. So I'm presuming by that week I should have those details. That means I don't have to do anything for the interviews in the holidays, which is really cool. Now, all of that is just for the interviews with Professor W and Professor X. If I want to add in some other people, sure, let's do it. But do I want to do 4 interviews in 1 week? Probably not. What I probably want to do is actually stagger it so that maybe I've got some other interviews happening on other weeks, which then means I have to think about when I do all these steps again. So, some of these weeks I don't have anything that I have to work on. So I need to now think about what sources I'm going to do. So week 1, I'm going to start off with those nice background sources. I'm just going to check out my books, and I'm going to do a book by this person and this person and this person. Okay, those are the 3 books I'm going to try and note in week 1. Then in week 2, maybe I'll try and note a book by somebody else. I'm trying to think of someone who works here. Right, cool. So this is where those sources you put in your table now need to be tracked, because you can't read 12 books in 1 week. So what are you going to do to manage this time? That's your job to figure out. Step